Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We're so back. We're back. Champa. Big boy Champa. So, the thing about dropping a Goku and Vegeta character is they're never gonna need banner unit help, ever. Because they're Saiyans. I mean, that blue Goku and Vegeta has the most categories in the game, right? So what Dokkan decided to do is, what if we just dropped a banner unit that has nothing to do with them and actually can just help another team and buff another team and buff other characters? And it was a great decision. This Champa, I think that this Champa, to me, actually looks like he's going to be pretty good, right? Like, I think that this guy will actually be pretty effective. And this is going to be a huge asset to Universe 6. I don't know if Realm of Gods, who even leads Realm of Gods right now? Realm of Gods, I don't really see that. At Tech UI, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Tech UI is the lead. The Int ROF Blues, Tech Fusion Zamasu, Physical Beerus. Realm of Gods certainly could use, like, a real leader skill here in the 220% meta, for sure. But what Champa also is on, right, is, again, Universe 6. So Champa is going to be a significant, massive buff, I think, towards Universe 6, right? Running Kale and Kefla, that Carnival character, Tech Kale and Kefla, and Intit. So I think, like, this decision was super good. When we drop, if we get, like, a Majin Vegeta Dokkan Fest, they do need to do that. Like, just drop, like, the banner unit as some character. Like, we don't need a character that's gonna buff one of these Saiyan teams. Like, Champa is such a good idea for them to do as a banner unit. So, alright. There we go. There is Champa. We got him rainbowed. We have him with a good build. Obviously, like, dodge and additional. I'm gonna go ahead and get him to link level 10. And let's see how good Champa is. Alright guys, we are here in an event. It's time to test out the boy Champa. I think that Champa, again, is a pretty solid banner unit. I think he'll be effective, right? He'll definitely be better than Automagetta. Well, I know Automagetta was good for Million Arena, but, I mean, we don't really need to talk about that, I suppose. Alright, now, this is going to be my second time using Champa. Let me just show this. Since we've got the footage of this, Windows 11, hold on. Alright guys, sorry about that. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So, this is the first time I had used Champa. Wait, is this the best quality for real? Is YouTube trolling me? I feel like that quality doesn't even look that good. What's going on here? Alright, anyway. So this is what we've got, right? This is the hardest fight in the game. Champa, if you guys notice, is locked in slot 1, right? So, actually he's not. But, I mean, it's Kale and Cliff that got locked in slot 1. And, I mean, hit in slot 1 is a little bit iffy, but I test this out, right? So, remember, Champa gets defense from orbs. And here, I mean, let's just show how this turn plays out. So, here's what Champa can look like in slot 1 in the hardest fight in the game, right? But, I mean, I don't think that this is, like, some indictment on him being, like, a completely, like, dog shit character or anything like that. It's just, like, this is footage I got of him trying to use Universe 6 in this fight. And I just felt like it was relevant to just, like, show this right here. So, let's make sure not to run Champa in slot 1 as much as we can, right? But so often it's like, oh, just don't run the character in slot 1, which is valid. But a lot of times, shit happens, right? So, alright, let's hit this. So, Champa is doing a variety of different abilities, by the way. He's giving massive support to Realm of Gods or Universe 6. Champa himself gets massive stats if, he's like surrounded by Realm of God or Universe 6 characters, right? Like, he does. Yeah, remember, this is not a mix or a match, by the way. This is just like Cell Max, where it needs to specifically be one or the other. So, if you're going to use Champa, you're using Champa just on a Universe 6 team or just on a Realm of Gods team. Realm of Gods is not really like a setup right now. Tech UI, I'm good on that, right? I'd much rather have a much better leader than Tech UI. So Champa's pretty much just for Universe 6. And then as we get him a lot of orbs, he gets this. So he can have a decent amount of damage reduction, 66% damage reduction. Pretty good after attacking. For a banner unit, we give him full dodge build. Like, I like it. And then let's keep this in mind while we're going through the video. Look at this, right? So He could give us his super, like, this is not really practical, but going through one of these turns, he could give us his, like, ridiculous damage turn, and we could see the boy hitting very, very hard. So look at his stats jump up once he gets that. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go. I do think Champa is legitimately a nice power buff to the Universe 6 team for sure. Right, Universe 6 is better with Champa existing, absolutely. And my plan, of course, will be to use the double Kefla active skills in this one. So, you know, with the double Kefla skills, or with the double Kefla active skills, we'll be able to give Champa and the rest of Universe 6 massive stats. We actually could win this run. Vados will be a little bit iffy. Automagetta could be a little bit iffy, but we could win this run for sure. So he's at 9 million right there. 9 million? He might not have even gotten his extra. Like, so there's 3 procs he gets, right? So he does his regular attack buff when attacking. Then he has a 66% chance of extra stats. Did we get that? I don't even know if we got that. I don't think we got that. Maybe we did. And then, of course, he's got the 6% of the huge stats. So, all right, guys, let's keep going here. Let's just try and get a lot of rotations with our boy Champa. Might just rock hit here. Ah, man. I mean, hit or Kale and Kefla in slot 1. Not really going to be too good for us. Eventually, we could rock probably LR Kale and Kefla, though. All right, we want to try and get as many orbs as we can for Champa. Actually, it's not really as many orbs. It's really just 6, right? Because with 6 orbs, we get his max stat buff. And with 6 orbs, we also get his crit and damage reduction. I'm not in love with Champa needing orbs. But the thing about Champa needing orbs is that on Universe 6, these characters are not struggling for... None of these characters are struggling for key, right? Like, Hit, LR Kale and Kefla, like, no one is going to be having key issues in here. So I don't really think it is probably too big of a deal. I mean, what a theoretical Realm of Gods team looks like, we'll see. But Champa probably... I mean, it would... Like, it's like... The Champa on Realm of Gods is like, you know, like we can run like that Hercule on Fuse Fighters, but like a lot of times, like, do I want to run Hercule or am I running like, you know, LR Goku Black and Zamasu Merge Zamasu? Like, it's like, you know, one of those. It's gonna be the same thing with Champa. Like, are we running Champa or are we running this like new like LR UI Goku that came out because Dokkan can't stop doing turn up power every 5 seconds, right? All right, Champa. 14 we're up to right there. Okay. So, yeah, I think that is with the... we're not getting crits either, dude. Can you please? He has 66% crit, right? 66% damage reduction, 66% crit. Yeah, there we go. I think that one right there, we got the 66% of the 166% attack and defense. So, all right, yeah, let's just keep getting rotations. Let's just keep going, getting rotations. All right, guys, we are continuing on. So we're on to our next rotation here. Let's hope that hit continues to hold up. Next turn, we'll have Kale and Kefla on rotation. Next turn, we're also going to start to be able to get our actives, too, which will be pretty big. All right, so let's just hit this. Damn, this is a lot of pressure that we're going to have to deal with. I guess maybe I could put Champa in the middle slot here. Champa's going to be doing a little bit better because we're actually going to have some of these links up. Remember, I mean, Champa and Vados, the way that Universe 6 as a team has always been structured, Champa and Vados it's a little bit of a tough squeeze for them sometimes. I mean, look at this link set right here. Godly Power, Connoisseur, The Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, over 9,000. We got to highlight that in a second. Shocking Speed and Fierce Battle, over 9,000. Now, I don't know, again, obviously the name of the link is just like a shitty like global translation right here, meme bullshit, and not really accurate. The only reason I remember I could think of like why Champa is here, these are all characters who kind of are like surprised by Kaioken. If you look at it from that scope, like Vegeta and Nappa are like, oh my god, and then same thing with Champa. Like, you know, like Goku goes Kaioken and Champa kind of shits his pants. I don't really know why Masked Saiyan is here, though. I'd need to double-check again what the Japanese name link is, but yeah, it's a shitty link for Champa to have. absolutely trash. All right, let's see how we do here. Hit, please come through, darling. I don't like to go into kind of like baby mode fights. Like, I like to go into tough fights here, so... Oh, no super attack at all? Oh, that's so good. Nice. Yeah, hit, handle, and business. Good, good, good. Oh, yeah, Zamasu dodged them. We're not... Because we haven't transformed or, like... Holy shit, yeah, what the hell? Like, eventually he gets it to where, like, bosses can't dodge him anymore, right? Alright, here's this. We should be fine. That was scary. Okay. Champa, that was 13. Wait, was that 13? Or 139? Yeah, it's 13. I was like, oh, for a second I was like, was that 139 million, huh? No, we're good. Alright, yeah, let's just keep going. Now we're about to move into the next rotation. Kale's gonna show up, and we can pop the actives. Alright, guys, we're coming to our next turn here. So remember, the Kale and Kefla active, one thing it does, let's look at Champa 299 right there. This is going to give us permanent stats. So, like, the Universe 6 team, once both Kale and Kefla active skills come out, the Universe 6 team, you know, will start to be a lot better. Because now all of these characters, again, just have way more stats. Champa does not get extra stats from getting like all these orbs. I mean, I guess we don't have to worry about Champa. Let's just do this. I'm just gonna do Kefla because I want Champa to be able to attack. We're actually not gonna get 6 orbs. Not the end of the world. It doesn't affect his damage, only his defensive ability, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. I didn't want to put Champa in slot 1, but I could have, and then we'll hit this right here. Alright, let's see. I'd like to get Champa's big attack stat, but now Champa's stats are going to go up quite a bit, right? So is Kefla's. All the characters on the team are now going to be a lot stronger with the double active skills up. It shows how ridiculously busted the Kefla active skill is, because we just got 2 versions very similar to it on the Goku Black and Zamasu and the Blue Goku and the Blue Vegeta, but those buffs are for 4 turns. Kefla's are permanent. 20 million we're up to? Okay. That's definitely not with the huge attack buff, though. Yeah, I kind of do want to get that huge attack buff in the video, but how many turns of attacking do we have to get before we see it? I guess, you know what I could do? We could just go to an immortal boss right after this, and maybe we'll be able to get Champa's big attack stat. Just keep going. All right, so then there's hit. Yeah, we're cooking now with all the different buffs up, and then we should be able to put like the 2 Kales in slot 1, and we should be good. Kale does potentially need some orbs, but you know, we do have the Kale and Kefla actives up. Vados is going to be orb changing. We should be okay here. All right, guys, this is a very scary turn. Moments like this where I wonder, why am I running? Automagetta again? What am I doing running Automagetta? Could someone please help me answer this question? Why would I ever run Automagetta? Chad, I do not know. I cannot answer such a question, man. Oh, Kale actually didn't get the 24 key. God damn it. You know, one thing that she's still a double digit, so one thing that helps Kale with her key a lot, I guess, yeah, Kale does need key once she comes out. But, the Kale active gives her a lot more start of turn key compared to the Kefla active, but if we're running full Universe 6, we definitely want the Kefla active for sure, right? All right, let's see. Champa, 21 million? Okay. I think the first attack we didn't get... So it's like he kind of gets 3 buffs when attacking. The first one we're always going to get. I think the first time we didn't get a second buff, but then every single turn since we have gotten Champa's second buff. So, all right, chat. We'll just keep going. If we win or die here, I'll probably just maybe head to like a Dokkan event and we'll do a couple of turns, seeing if we can get the big Champa attack stat. I feel like we kind of have shown what Champa can do, how we could help out here, and getting that big Champa attack stat will kind of be good to get. All right, guys, let's keep going. We are not in range yet for... We'll hit this. We're not yet in range for Goku Black and Zamasu to be in kind of like their scary phase yet, right? So let's keep going. I think Champa probably should be fine against like a lot of kind of like regular attacks. Like once it gets to be like a really nasty attack, like I don't know, like we go into the Goku Black and Zamasu fight. Well, I guess not this one, but the new one, right? And like, you know, fully built up Goku Black, his normals will decimate Champa. I feel like Champa probably will be able to hold up well against a lot of regular attacks, but I mean, we'll see. It like looking at Champa's kit, if I would ask for anything else, it would maybe be if he also had like a 50% chance to dodge. Maybe I'm underrating his defensive ability though. But I think like a banner unit having like a little bit of dodge is good. Is that 28 million right there? Okay. So we haven't seen the big stat yet. We'll keep giving it a try. We'll see how many turns it'll take. We'll keep trying to get that big attack stat. And then we can finish up after this. But like this is what Champa does. I do like the decision to make him like a banner unit, not for Goku and Vegeta, who literally do not need help, but to make him a banner unit for characters that actually need the help. I think that was a good idea. A really good idea. Alright, guys. Now at this point, I think even Kale potentially could be in a bit of danger. Let's just go ahead and hit this. We'll put Tech Kefla in slot 1. How about that? Let's make sure to get Champa his 6. You know, just in case. And then let's get Kale as many orbs as we can back here. Alright, let's see how we're going to do here. Hopefully Tech Kefla doesn't get smoked, but... Oh, they're not in there. Okay. I thought they were. I thought they were in their bigger attack. They're not. Once they get really scary is when they bust out the attack where they have their blades. That's when things would actually get pretty scary, but they did not do that, so we're okay. Alright, this will maybe be the last turn here. Maybe not. And we'll see what Champa's able to do. I'd love if Champa wants to just bust out. 6% does seem pretty low. Because it's like I think about like my UI Goku, AGL UI, like I don't feel like I've failed very often when he's had that percent. So this could take quite a few attack stats. I think it's probably gonna, right? Alright, and I would assume it's something that like once Champa procs it, he's got it. But it's like he probably can't proc it on an additional. I don't know, could he? Alright, anyway, there we go. We'll just keep going. We'll get this big attack stat for Champa. Oh, chat, we got it. That was it. That was it. Finally, we did it. We did it. We did it. That was it. That was 100 million, right? He got a 100 million attack set right there. That was it. I think that was it. All right, I'm gonna just end this file right here to double check. So that was it. That was the 6% chance, right? Once we get that 6% chance, he gets the extra 1,666% attack. That looks like that was it. Okay, perfect. Let's just go ahead and take a look at Champa's details, and we can finish up. I feel like he's an okay character. Maybe the only thing, again, I would say is maybe give him a little bit of dodge. Might have helped out in some situations, maybe if against a really nasty boss. But he seems effective, and I don't hate their idea of, you know, again, Realm of Gods, like, Fusion Saiyans drop. And they're like, maybe for the banner unit, we'll go in a different direction. Definitely a good idea, Dokkan. Definitely. Alright, guys. So there was our boy, the banner unit Champa. I think he's decent. He's decent. Decent for sure. Let's go ahead and switch over and just take a look what we're working with here. This is God of Destruction's Ideals Champa. Leader skill is Realm of Gods or Universe 6, category key 3 and 130% of stats. Passive skill, Champa's Strategy. He gets 166% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he gets a 22% chance to crit and 22% damage reduction at the start of turn, and then he also gives Realm of Gods or Universe 6 category allies 2 key and 66% attack and defense. If all allies in the turn are Realm of Gods or Universe 6, so very quickly, we have... Oh, whoops. My keyboard wasn't on. All right, here we go. If we take a look at Cell Max, it's the same thing as Cell Max. So, you can't, like, mix and match. It literally is, you know, like Cell Max. All allies are Artificial Life Form, all allies are Super Boss, or all allies are Movie Boss, right? Champa's the same way. It's the whole rotation needs to be Realm of Gods or Universe 6. Then he gets another 166% attack, another 22% chance to crit and 22% damage reduction. And then he will create Rainbow Key Spheres, but he doesn't change physical or AGL. Not changing... Oh, wow. Oh, my God, actually. Wow. Okay. You know, it's funny, actually. Okay. Hold on. We could head right over to here. And sure enough, I know why he doesn't change physical orbs, chat. This is why. This is exactly why Champa does not change physical orbs. So that's actually quite a nice little thing they did, yep. So that this would not happen. If you're running Champa with Kale and Kefla, he's designed so that this does not happen. This completely ruins Kale's design, by the way. It completely decimates it if that happens, where the whole field changes into rainbow orbs. So that's good. That physical is excluded right there. That's very good. Then, for every key sphere obtained, Champa gets 111% defense, up to 666%. With 6 key spheres obtained, Champa gets another 22% crit and 22% damage reduction. So that'll take him up to 66% crit and 66% damage reduction. Pretty good along with his support, right? Then when attacking, he gets 166% attack. Then he has a 66% chance of 166% attack and defense, and then he has a 6% chance of an extra 1,666% attack. We did see it. I kept all the... So we got it once. That was probably, what, about 10 turns? Like 10 different turns where we attacked with Champa before we got it, something like that. So I guess that would, you know, the percentages were close. There you go. So there's that. Then his super attack is the Sphere of Destruction. He gets 50% attack and defense for one turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers enemy attack. Attack debuff could be useful. 50% of stats definitely looks good there. 12 key multiplier, 140%. That's the normal number we really see for like these types of banner unit characters. Link set, Godly Power, Connoisseur, The Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, over 9,000, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. Here, of course, are his best linking partners. for the most part, doesn't really work super well. I mean, we never know. Maybe they'll create some crazy Beerus, and it's actually going to be like, oh my god, like the rotation is, you know, this ridiculous Dokkan Festelar, you know, Hakai Beerus, and then we run Champa as his best partner. Maybe, you know, crazier things have happened. That would be, that I would love that, by the way. Like a Beerus who's like a crazy like Dokkan Festelar or Carnival LR Beerus. I actually think, you know, because I talked about this a couple of times, but Dokkan did low-key in the last, you know, just 2024, 2025, burn through basically every single fusion. If Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is in part 2 of the celebration, they've used every fusion, like, recently. So, it's like, I don't know, some Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Battle of Gods, I mean, even, like, the End of Cell Saga, they use Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Like, so it's like they've used a lot of the stuff. I mean, you know, of course, we're going to go back to Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, and all that stuff, but not this soon, right? So, I mean, I think that could be cool, Beerus and God Goku. People love God Goku, so I'm down with God Goku. That's my opinion. I know, like, God Goku drops, and they make him good, and people are very hyped for that. All right, so there's that. Last thing we got to take a look at with Champa is just the boys' categories. So let's go ahead and do that. So Champa's on a few teams. Realm of Gods, I mean, he essentially is only usable on 2 teams. I don't really mind that too, by the way. At banner units and, you know, EZAs and stuff like that, restricting them to make them work good on teams, I don't mind. But then when we get, like, you know, Dokkan Fest characters and Carnival characters, stuff like that, I'd rather do without restrictions, really. But so here's Realm of Gods. I would rather not run Tech UI Goku Realm of Gods right now, but, I mean, maybe Realm of Gods will get a good leader soon. And then, of course, there's Universe 6. Universe 6 needs another top-level character. Hit is very good. I like the LR Kill and Kefla. Tech Kefla is great, too, but they need another, like, crazy character, man. If we're gonna, like, Universe 6 is, like, an actual thing, like, they need something else, for sure. Then there's also the Seekers of the Dragon Ball category team Champa's on. Although, remember, all these categories he doesn't really buff. He's on Dragon Ball Seekers. You know, he's on Sibling Bond as well. Champa's also on Bond of Master and Disciple. Another team right there, okay. Champa's on the... Wait, what? No, oh, okay. For a second, I thought that was Universal Survival Saga for a second. I was like, what? No, wait, what? He's on that? No. This is Space Traveling Warriors. Yeah. For a split second, I thought it was Universal Survival Saga. It's Space Traveling Warriors. Yeah, normal category he's always on. Then he's on... What is this? Planetary Destruction. Yep, Planetary Destruction category. And then finally, Champa is on the Successor category. One of the 10th anniversary category teams. So there is the banner unit Champa. I haven't really seen much discussion about him, but it's pretty simple. He's not on the new teams. And, I mean, I don't really see too much enthusiasm for Tech UI Goku, and I don't see too much enthusiasm for Universe 6 either. Maybe if it was LR Kefla, right? Well, okay, I guess they've used all the fusions. I was referring to basically, like, really Goku and Vegeta fusions. They haven't used Kefla within the last 2 years. They did use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, though. But again, when I talk about fusions, I'm not talking about Kefla and Gotenks, right? We're talking about Vegito and Gogeta, man. Like, that's it's just something because, you know, to really get that out there. But, yeah, anyway, I mean, Champa is solid for Universe 6, but no one gives a fuck about Kefla-less Universe 6, right? Like, if the Carnival, Kale, and Khalifa fused in a Kefla and were really crazy, and Kefla was really crazy, I'm sure people would care more. But let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.